Hey, good afternoon. This is something I normally don't do, but I'm going to do an unboxing of this canister, canister purge valve I bought from AutoZone. It's a PV691. I just thought it was odd. Here's my receipt from yesterday showing I bought it at $24.99. It's a good deal. It's a lot cheaper than other places. Then I got $5 bonus and all the other stuff, so I ended up being like 20 bucks. But here's the box. It's got, let me put this receipt in my pocket. It's kind of windy today. But there's the box right there. It shows my the valve I bought yesterday. Open the box up. Trying to do all this one-handed. And there's the valve. Nice looking valve. And then when the guy showed it to me at the store, because he asked me if this was the right one, I said, "Oh yeah, that looks like it." And then I seen this. I don't know if you, oh, there it is, nice close up. It says Ford Motor Company. It's got the part number for Ford. Everything's on there. It doesn't have the yellow dot that you normally would see on the AutoZone picture. It's got the two blades for the connector, and the reason I'm changing it is because it's, it's leaking past. When it's closed, it's still got vacuum at this port, so that means this is bad. So anyway, that's why I'm changing it. There's my old one, right? It ain't hard to see, really. It's right there. Two 8mm bolts are right there. The connector. All right, I can pop that off real quick. That's funny. There it is. Push it, little button right there. There's the connector off. And you push this button. You see it. There's a little white button. See it? Push that little white button in a little bit. Pull this off. There it goes. So that's disconnected. Electrical connector is disconnected. It's out of the way. Then I got two 8mm bolts right there. Got my trusty ratchet wrench, 8mm. I'm gonna take it out and put the new one in. But I'm kind of making a video of the unboxing because of down the road, because it's got a lifetime warranty up at the AutoZone for this part, and I don't want them to kind of say, "Hey, that says Ford Motor Company. That's not a PV691 Duralast." I'm gonna say, "Well, this is the one I got out of the box." In fact, I bought this on Atlantic Boulevard, and so I was still curious about it when I got home. So I drove up to Merle. This is where I normally buy stuff. Merle's AutoZone up on Merle, and I was bull grabbing with the guy, and I told him, "Hey, I was just curious, could you pull this box down? You're supposed to still have one in stock according to the internet." So he goes and checks it out. He brings it down. He opens the box, and guess what it says? Ford Motor Company. It looks identical. So I was telling him, I just want to make sure somebody didn't wipe it up and make it clean and stick it back in the box and put the new one in their car. So anyway, that's the main reason I'm doing this, because I don't want to get hoaxed later in case it goes bad and I need to change it out, and they try to say this ain't the one that I just bought. Anyway, you saw the receipt, you saw the box. I got two 8mm. I'll come back in a second. Alright, so if you ever did this on a 2009 Duratec V6 24 valve, and you're looking down in there and you're like, how the hell did I get that bolt out of there? Well, you can reach your one hand underneath here. You see my finger? And then you can use your other finger from the top, and you get the bolt out, and it'll land right in your hand. So you don't have to fret trying to figure out how you get that bolt out of there. You can reach underneath. See my hand? Piece of cake. So I got the old one out. You can see it's removed. It was sitting right here. See, it's gone. They're both sitting right here. This is a new one I got from AutoZone. And you can see the part number right there. Ford Motor Company, blah, blah, blah. And guess what? There's the old one. Ford Motor Company, same part numbers, everything. Everybody says don't go to AutoZone. You can get make sure you buy a Motorcraft. Well, I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. So, I mean, you can go buy Motorcraft. You don't buy the Duralast and pay the extra money if you want to. But I'm telling you, it's the same part. All right, I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna put it in. All right, new one's all installed, sitting there, and connectors aren't hooked up yet. I was gonna look in there. There's the O-ring. Looks good to me. For the oh, sorry about that. Anyway, you can't see in there, but anyway, it's got an O-ring. It's nice. Looks good. You get the connector here, and then the test for this was just to make sure you're not getting any vacuum when the engine's running. And this sends a signal to open the valve, this wire connector, and then there's that. So I'm going to go ahead and check it and see if I can get in the vacuum. So I got the engine running. Then you put your finger over here. Feel any vacuum, means it's leaking. There's no vacuum. I'm gonna go ahead and hook up my connector. I put a little dielectric grease in there. Plugged in. It has a code for sucking on the evap. Hooked up my connector. It's all installed. Hopefully I won't get no new codes. I had a 1450 and some other ones. So I think this is going to take care of it. At first, it all started the other day. I had a little rough idle. And we were at Sam's Club, and I was telling my wife, boy, I never had it run like this before. And turned out that's the part. Anyway, you have a good one. Hope you enjoyed my little video.